Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Last Son. This is our Coastal Zone Championship Wrestling save with TEW IX. I'd like to thank you guys for supporting the channel. Please leave the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I really appreciate it. Today we're booking CZCW Spring Break Bash. So let's go ahead and get over into the office and start booking this card. Okay, I don't think we're going to give anybody the night off. The location is fine. Go ahead and finalize our broadcaster here. Use WrestleWorld. Booking team meeting. Spend some of that CE. Let's get a creative finish. Likely to succeed for anybody, that's good. Let's get an angle idea. This can be for anybody, but it is a big gamble. And a character idea. The nurse certainty for anybody. So let's go ahead and buy another creative finish. This one's a bit of a gamble. I think we'll book the rest of this energy. So we'll get like 68 CE. Now let's go ahead and buy another angle. Let's go ahead and spend it while we have it, right? That'll take us down to the locker room events. So the backstage rumor mill has Tony DeWonderful, Johnny Perez apparently getting into a heated argument backstage. It's never good to see these arguments with the guys, but what can we do, right? 9 students for the head women's trainer, Frankie Boy Fernandez, to train. Great to see. Fox Mask working with 8 students on basics and safety. Jay Becker had a small backstage clash with Air Raid Siren, the morale officer, and Onslaught and the Air Raid Siren. Onslaught is prickly personality. He's kind of been, kind of a troublemaker, right? Air Raid Siren and Juliet Balconi helped find a fun and relaxed atmosphere. They found a karaoke machine. Their duet was the highlight of the night, according to those in attendance. So that's good to see. Phase is complete. Go ahead and stop or skip that pre-show. We do have a few things pre-booked, but let's go ahead and book our first match, which will be the main event of the evening. In our main event, we're going to have Frankie Perez and Frankie Boy Fernandez in a one-on-one bout. 21, 22 minutes. Let's do 22. Let's put the Coastal Zone Championship on the line. This will end in a draw because we have a surprise at the end of the show. We're going to have this one be broken up by our 2 new outside signings, Ernest Youngman and Logan Wolfsbane. They're going to attack both individuals to announce that the steel circle's here and that the invasion basically has begun. So we'll go ahead and book this segment, get it out there. I'm hoping for a pretty good matchup here. I think we want to use Fox or Dylan. We'll use Dylan on this one and we'll book that one. So we'll go ahead here and we'll get in here and we'll go ahead and grab. Did we have one here? It's pre-booked. I don't think I pre-booked this one. So let's go ahead and add this angle in. We'll do a quick angle. We'll do a beatdown. And in the beatdown, we'll obviously have Ernest Youngman and Logan Wolfsbane beating Frankie Perez and Frankie Boy Fernandez. This will kick off the invasion storyline, basically, of Logan Wolfsbane and Ernest Young coming from, PSW. The Steel Circle faction is going to be created here as we get a 3rd member here eventually. And this is just going to be them introducing themselves basically by beating 2 of the biggest names in CZCW. and hopefully this will do pretty well, as I'm hoping these guys don't have the best popularity in our region right now, and I'm hoping this potentially gets them some popularity and will help jumpstart them here, because I do want to continue to use them and like kind of throw them in the main event scene as quickly as possible, because they're just two excellent workers. I mean, these guys are awesome, and the sooner I can use them in some big storylines, the better. So we're going to kind of work our way up that way and try to use them in ways that we can try to boost their popularity, give them some, wins over some guys, things like that, so we can get them into the main event scene as quickly as possible. So basically, they're just gonna, the match has been thrown out. Beatdown's gonna continue on the two as the two invaders continue to take out the champion and the challenger. They're gonna grab the title, the mic, and basically tell the crowd that the Steel Circle invasion has begun. And we'll go ahead and book this. Okay, the next match we'll do will be I gotta go out here and grab the Alliance titles. I always forget to do this right away. I'll grab the tag team and I'll grab the World Heavyweight title. Go ahead and add a match in now between American Flash, the new champion, and Masked Cougar. So Cougar is going to go and try to go after the COTT World Heavyweight title. Try to continue that storyline of him wanting a title so bad. He's just basically going after anybody and everybody. So this will be hopefully a pretty good match. These guys are really good workers. I'm hoping for some good things from these guys. So we'll go ahead and book that, and we'll get going with the next match. Okay, we'll go ahead and add a match here. In our next match, we'll do a tag team matchup, and we'll have the Beach Boys, defending champions, taking on the Wildcats. We'll go ahead and put the Coastal Zone Tag Team Championships on the line. Give this 15 minutes. I think I'm going to make it a Steal the Show match, and unfortunately for the Beach Boys, their tag team reign has ended, as Tigre Sabalhe Jr. is going to pick up the victory for the Wildcats and start potentially the reign of the Wildcats. They've been getting really good scores. I like these guys. I'm thinking about just, pushing the Wildcats a little bit. Also, the California Dreams are COTT World Tag Team Title champions. I'm really high on those guys, and I think a Wildcats California Dreams matchup is going to be really good. We'll go ahead and book that. Not to say the Beach Boys are bad. I like the Beach Boys as well. They've been really turning in some good performances. But next up, we'll add a 1v1 hardcore matchup. And this will be for the Extreme title. So Carlos Barrera is going to take on Luis Montero Jr. And basically a hardcore, so we can get that no countouts, no disqualifications, and no time limits. And we'll add in the Extreme title. Head into the road agent notes. Obviously, Carlos Barrera is going to pick up the victory. It will be an open match. We're going to hopefully keep pushing Carlos. He's really good. Until we find somebody we're going to drop the belt to, and then potentially move Carlos into the main event scene. But we'll go ahead and book this and move on to the next part of our card. Okay, now we'll add another matchup. This will be a triple threat match. No, I think no, I'm just going to make it a singles match. I don't want to do too many triple threat matches, but it's going to be the same hardcore type rules, because we're going to be creating a triple threat match at our next pay-per-view for the CZCW TEW Extreme title, the Coastal Zone Extreme title. So in this match, it's going to be Johnny Perez, Juliet Balconi. Balconi's going to get the victory to punch her ticket to the triple threat match against Barrera at the next pay-per-view. So go ahead and book that one. I think that all looks good. I like Johnny Perez, but I really am pretty high on Juliet Balconi. Okay, now we will book the other #1 contender match. This time we're going to have Giselle Quinn taking on Miguel Rivera. I do have a potential storyline in the future with Rivera and Barrera. Don't know if I'll get to tell that now or not, but we're going to set up. I think we're going to do. I want to give Zell or Rivera the win. That's the question. I think my original idea was to give Zell the victory. I think that's what I'll stick with. Have Zell, Juliet, and Carlos at the pay-per-view. I think now I'll add in our pre-booked promos and angles here, so that way we can, get that off that sheet. So this was just going to be Frankie Perez calling out Frankie Boy Fernandez, saying, he's passed the torch now for the COTT heavyweight title to American Flash. He's free to capture the highest prize in CZCW, the Coastal Zone Championship title held by Frankie Boy. Says it's not personal. This is just about him being the guy. To be the guy, he has to be the best. Frankie Boy responds by telling them he'll see him tonight for the title and to watch what you wish for. So this is just setting up that potential matchup tonight that I hope will get really some good ratings and keep the company, going and moving forward. I think before I book the other ones, I want to make sure I get a couple other matches in here, like Blue Phantom and Heartbreaker. I really want to get Blue Phantom on the card. Make sure Fox Mask is the agent. Get Blue Phantom the win. I'm trying to push Blue Phantom. I really like the way he looks. I like his skills. I think he'd be a really big asset for us. I see a potential Extreme title reign in his future, so we'll get that in there. And now we can add in some of our other pre-booked promos here. I think we'll start with American Flash. He's going to be in the ring with that World Heavyweight title, the COT one. And he's going to be talking about his plans about defending the title against anyone in COTT promotions. Mass Cougar's music's going to hit. He's going to come out in the ring. He tells American Flash that he wants the gold. And he unfortunately failed in his quest for the CZCW championship. So now he has his sight set on the COTT World Heavyweight title. He wants a shot at the title. And we'll go ahead here and take care of our last promo, pre-book promo. The Guru is going to be in the ring, and he's just going to say he has the pleasure of announcing the Extreme Division #1 contenders matches. He lists the matches. It's Johnny Perez, Juliet Balconi, Giselle Quinn, Miguel Rivera. The winner of each match is going to face the Extreme Champion in a triple threat match next month. This is just setting that up and trying to build a little bit of excitement for the matchup later tonight. Okay, I think we'll do a tag team. And we'll make this the COTT World Tag Team Championship match between LA Star 1 and 2 and the champions, California Dreams. So Sky Hermosa, Kira Lee, go ahead and get that auto named. We'll give it 16 minutes. We'll try to at the very least. We'll give it the tag team titles here. Kira will pick up the victory for her team. Open match. This is just another, there's no storylines attached to these. They're just basically, we're trying to get some good matchups for the COTT title here. We'll have to cut a couple minutes here to get underneath the cap there. And add that back. We're at 150 minutes. We have LA Star 1 and 2 being used too much, and I did not remember, no, I had Frankie Perez and try to lower that down a little bit so we can get there, that to go away. Yep, so Dylan's still doing too much. It's not doing anything there. Is it this one? No, it's Fox. We'll have to take and put Fox on this one, and yeah, there we are. The label's green, crap is clean, right guys? So, I think the show's showing up a little bit good here. We'll knock this down to, instead of a 6-minute beatdown, we'll do a 3-minute beatdown because I really want to have a matchup with Texas Hangman. I've been, loving Texas Hangman's work, and I want to get him on the show because I'm trying to push him as well. And we might do Tony the Wonderful and Texas Hangman. Obviously, won't give it a ton of time, but I'm trying to push Texas Hangman into that Extreme title at least, because he's been excellent in the ring for us. He has just done an excellent job, really, really good performances for us. And I think as long as we can keep pushing him, giving him some few title reigns, we'll build that popularity up. And potentially, I think he could be a world champion of some sort, either COTT or Coastal Zone Championship in the near future. So we'll go ahead and book that. We'll add a pre-show match now. It'll be a trios match here between, let's do California Love Machine on one side with, we'll do Hugh to Ask if we could. Yeah, we'll do Hugh, and with Hugh we did get quite a few new, but we'll do Altitude, and we got Elmer Hogan's a new graduate. We have Jessica Torres. We have Kimono Dragon. Let's do Kimono Dragon and Snapdragon Jr. So basically, these three guys are going to be our trios of new graduates. We actually have quite a bit of new graduates this time. I was surprised to see how many we actually got, but we'll give California Love Machine the victory. This is just trying to get the some experience for the new graduates. So we'll go ahead and book this. Hopefully it'll have a good pre-show matchup. While I'm thinking about it, let's do another pre-show matchup here. And let's do a 4v4. We can have the Gangster Nation and the Inner City Express team together in a 8-man tag and take on some more of our, unimportant level perception people. People, like obviously like Fox Mask and Air Raid Siren. Do Air Raid. I do want to see Amy and Ali the Graza, Thunderstruck. Could do Cillian. We have a lot of unimportant people, I've noticed, and that's probably because we have a bunch of new graduates as well. Let's give Frankie Perez here the road agent job, and we'll let Jay pick up the victory. Again, this is just getting guys in the card, getting some experience for the young guys, and getting a victory for the Gangster Nation Inner City Express. Go ahead and book this out, and we'll get ready probably to start the show. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and start the show now. 1,926 people come to see Spring Break Bash. We have a pre-show matchup between Gangster Nation and Inner City Express taking on Air Raid Siren, Cillian Catsby, and Thunderstruck. It gets us a 46 rating, so it's not a bad matchup. It's a pretty good matchup. We got some pretty good performances. Jay with a 46, Malik with a 44, Waylon 42, Bullseye 46, Cillian with a 20, Ellie 47, Amy 41, Air Raid 42. So Ellie, Amy, and Air Raid might need to be pushed into the main card. They're getting some pretty good performances here, and I'm pretty impressed with the pre-show right now. In our next match, we had California Love Machine, Who to Ask, and Altitude taking on Elmer Hogan, Kimono Dragon, and Snapdragon Jr. This only gets us a 37 rating as California Love Machine pins Kimono Dragon, and I'm looking really towards our new performers here. So Snapdragon with a 22, Kimono with a 29, Elmer with a 22. Their gimmicks kind of, all range from very good to great. The 37 overall segment rating isn't bad. For a pre-show match, I'm not worried about that. I was just wanting to see what our new guys' performance were, and they're actually not as horrible as what I was thinking they would possibly be. Kimono Dragon had the best of the three, so we'll keep trying to get these guys some experience and see what can happen with these guys. We then move into the main card with the LA Star 1 and 2 versus California Dream COTT World Tag Team Title Defense. It's a 60 segment rating. LA Star 1 with a 52, 2 with a 47, Kira Lee with a 59, Sky Hermosa with a 52. LA Star 2 was off his game, but still a really good tag team defense. This is defense number 3 of the belts for the California Dreams. I'm happy and will take a 60 all day. So it was an excellent matchup. I'm really impressed with Kira and Sky. They have really put on the performances, and the LA Stars actually coming in. They've been excellent too. So all around good matchup. Next up, we have Texas Hangman taking on Tony DeWonderful. Texas Hangman gets the victory with a chokeslam in 7 minutes 23 seconds. Segment rating of 52. We have Texas Hangman with a 51, Tony with a 38, and Texas kind of carried this match. Texas Hangman did to a 52. He's been getting great performances. That's why I wanted to get him on the show. I think I need to insert him into the Extreme title picture pretty soon because I think his scores will only improve and it will get him kind of exposed to some different workers and maybe some different experiences, different skills passed on. And next up we have a 41 rated segment as the Guru is in the ring. Talks about the upcoming Extreme Division #1 contenders match between Johnny Perez, Juliet Balconi, and Zell Quinn and Miguel Rivera. And then the winners of each match will face the Extreme Champion in a triple threat match next month. So 41's not bad. Kind of hoping for a little bit better performance considering the Guru's skills with the mic, but 41's not horrible, and it's gonna probably raise hopefully the popularity of these guys involved. And in the other Rising Star matchup, I have our other Rising Star, I feel, Blue Phantom taking on Heartbreaker, and Blue Phantom picks up the victory with the Phantom Cradle. 54 segment rating. That was basically all Blue Phantom with a 53 performance. Heartbreaker 36. Excellent wrestling, guys. I'm so happy to have signed Texas Hangman and Blue Phantom right now. If we can get Ernest Youngman and Logan Wolfsbane to get these types of performances, I think our top half of the card is going to be very strong in the future. As long as we can keep those guys, right? So excellent job by Blue Phantom and even Heartbreaker, helping him, get carried at the very least to a 54. Now we have our first #1 contenders to the Extreme title, Zell Quinn and Miguel Rivera. Zell Quinn gets the victory with a submission called the Magic Trick. It's a 48 rated segment. Zell with a 43, Miguel with a 41. Storyline advanced. It was a pretty good matchup. I was expecting, about this score. So I think, both these guys are pretty decent performers. Unfortunately, they're kind of getting overshadowed by like Texas Hangman and Blue Phantom right now. But they're both pretty good, and I hope Zell Quinn, he's kind of younger, so I hope some better performances are on the horizon for him. And then up next we have American Flash and Masked Cougar. He's going to be in the ring with the COTT World Heavyweight title, talking about his plans and taking on anybody and everybody from the COTT Alliance. He's going to be a fighting champion. He's going to do CZW proud. As Cougar's music hits, he comes out to the ring. He tells Masked Cougar American Flash he wants gold. And unfortunately, he failed in his quest for the Coastal Zone Championship. So now he has his sights set on the COTT World Heavyweight title. He wants a shot at the title. He says next month, but then American Flash is like, why wait till next month? Let's do it tonight. This segment got a 47. It did advance the end of the road storyline, but did lose some heat. We then move into Johnny Perez taking on Juliet Balconi for the last spot in the triple threat match. We'll find out who will take on Zell Quinn and either the winner of Carlos Burr, Luis Montero Jr. Juliet Balconi does pick up the victory by submission at 6 minutes 34 seconds. This got a 48 rated segment. Johnny with a 44, Juliet with a 42. I was hoping for a little bit of a better performance from Juliet, but she's not been doing horrible. 48 rated segment is really awesome. She also has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. So she'll move on. Zell Quinn, Juliet Balconi, the winner of Carlos Barrera and Luis Montero Jr. And the crowd will find out right away who the third person who will be champion in that triple threat match as Carlos Barrera takes on Luis Montero Jr. Carlos Barrera picks up the victory to curb your enthusiasm as he makes defense number 5 of the Extreme title. This segment got a 60 rated segment. Awesome. Luis Montero with a 43. Carlos Barrera carried the match with his 60 performance. The heat was gained by the CZ to the Extreme storyline. So all in all, excellent matchup. Carlos Barrera has been a great champion so far with the Extreme title. I can't wait to potentially move him, higher in the card, have him mix it up in the main event, and maybe go for like the COTT or even the Coastal Zone Championship. So excellent job. We then have Frankie Perez telling out Frankie Boy Fernandez, saying he's kind of passed that torch to American Flash to carry the COTT World Heavyweight Championship. Now he's free to recapture what he considers to be the highest prize in CZCW, the Coastal Zone Championship title, currently held by Frankie Boy Fernandez. Frankie Boy comes out, he tells him, hey, Frankie Boy, it's not personal, it's just about being the guy. And to be the guy, I have to beat the best. Right now, you hold that belt, so you're the best. Frankie Boy responds by telling him he'll see him tonight for the title, and to watch what you wish for, you might just get it. 60 segment rating. The end of the road storyline has advanced but lost heat, but I'm happy with this. Sets up that matchup. I'm hoping for a really good matchup between these two later on tonight in the main event. Next up, we have the Wildcats taking on the Beach Boys, and the Wildcats pick up the victory. Tigre Sabalhe Jr. pins Simon Waves after a Sabalhe suplex. And the Wildcats are your new Coastal Zone Tag Team Champions. Segment rating of 64. We had some pretty good performances from Tigre Sabalhe Jr., El Jaguar. Chet did well. Simon did well. The CZ Tag Team Turmoil storyline advanced and gained heat. Jaguar was even off his game and got a 59. Beach Boys did an excellent job. I didn't take it off of them because I didn't like them. I do like them. I just wanted to put the belts on the Wildcats this time to see what other matchups we could do and give the Wildcats a little bit of push and popularity. They deserve it. They're really good workers. So the Beach Boys will not be out of contention for any of these titles. We then have Masked Cougar taking on American Flash. This is an excellent look at that rating, 79. This could have main evented our show. But American Flash picks up the victory at 20 minutes, 21 seconds by pinfall with a high-velocity senton. He makes defense number 2 of the COTT World Heavyweight title. And we have Masked Cougar with a 72, American Flash with a 67. This was a great matchup. I'm really happy with this. I hope it doesn't overshadow our main event between Frankie Perez and Frankie Boy Fernandez, but a 79 Excellent job by these guys. Really happy. And in our main event, Frankie Perez and Frankie Boy Fernandez was basically thrown out after the attack by Youngman and Wolfsbane. This only got a 75. And we have Frankie Perez with a 61, Frankie Boy Fernandez with a 76. But you see there the horrible note that you never want to see. Both of them have no chemistry. It didn't click. And that's why we didn't get a very high score. We only got the 75. It should have been much higher than that, I feel. That note, no chemistry between these two, that's going to hurt because I had some pretty big plans for these two to try to battle over the Coastal Zone Championship that I'll now have to reconsider because of that note. Then we have our beatdown. Wolfsbane and Youngman continue to be down on Perez and Fernandez after the referees lost control. He's left. The people are trying to come out, and they're just continuing to beat on them, beat on security. They grab the mic and the belt, hold the belt up, and tell the crowd the Steel Circle invasion has begun. 34 segment rating. We got Youngman, very good, but Wolfsbane has a very poor rating with his Glorious One gimmick. That's kind of sad, but we'll see how we can work with those things. Get these guys integrated into the show, and we'll go ahead and finish up the show here. And our show overall was a 65. It raised our popularity 18 regions. We get this note about production, but I'm not going to do anything really about the production right now. I want to make sure we're pretty good money-wise. Go ahead and address the locker room, and I think we'll give some speeches to. I think we'll do Blue Phantom. I love Blue Phantom's performances tonight. Carlos Barrera was pretty awesome. And for the last one, we could give some love to American Flash. Could also do Frankie Perez. Yeah, we'll do Frankie. They're all, really awesome. Blue Phantom gets a great performance. Carlos Barrera. And Frankie Perez, you're awesome. You did quite a bit of stuff for us tonight. Blue Phantom's pleased. Carlos Barrera's pleased. Frankie seems pleased. Financial report time, we made $16,133 in profit. We got some pretty good merchandise sales, some good broadcast revenue, sold quite a few tickets. Really happy with that. Hopefully we'll see we go up. We did go up to a 45 in the Southwest. That is awesome. We went up in other areas, but we're building that. We're trying to get closer to being able to go up in size here. Guys, I wanted to tell you thank you again for all the support. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. While you're down there, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you've made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this. Let's check the mail, make sure there's nothing really horrible here or any kind of news, nothing really out of whack. So guys, this has been Coastal Zone Championship Wrestling, episode 4. Next month, we'll take on Welcome to the Coastal Zone and see what happens with that Steel Circle invasion. What plans do we have next for Youngman and Wolfsbane? Guys, I'm Last Son. Really appreciate everything you guys do for the channel and the support you've shown. Keep playing, stay awesome, and I'll see you in our next video.